All right, cool. Hey everyone, today is June 26th, 2025. This is the Kubernetes Cluster API Azure office hours. And we are a CNCF project, so we abide by the code of conduct, which means be respectful and um, raise your hand before you speak. And yeah, uh, cool. Let's just move on to the open discussion. Everyone here knows the drill already. I see, Matt, you have posted patch releases, but maybe not.
Yeah, I was wondering if we should do patch releases,
All
and
right.
then I actually did the diff, and well, I don't know, you could make the argument either way. Most of the changes we have made are to make CI hopefully more reliable. So that's kind of inside baseball stuff that users won't necessarily care about. We bumped Cert Manager, which is arguably a security related thing, so maybe that argues for doing a patch release.
Yeah.
And and then there's one cherry pick PR still sitting in the queue that ideally we would merge before we did a 120. But it hasn't passed yet, and I'm not really sure what the failure is, so I need to look into that.
Yeah. I mean, this one has bump Cappy, so I guess that seems like a good enough. Like,
Yeah, that's probably been in the past. We've considered that good enough to do a patch release. So
and then we might as well like do it if there is something here, since it's pretty quick. Um, what is the open like PR that you were talking about? Like, is Pat,
yeah,
there's
it's up at the top of the queue. I think it's the
this one?
Go toolchain one. So that'd be nice to get in there because if you look really closely, there's a couple of security related things they fixed in the compiler. On the other hand, in the real world, it is very unlikely to be an issue, and I'm not sure why it's not passing. So I don't think that we should hold up a patch release for this necessarily. I'll keep looking at it, but
I mean, it passed once. I think it just an unlucky flake, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, we can retest and maybe we'll get lucky. Um, but
And
that was the
also,
only,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think John made a bunch of CI like improvements in the last week. So shout outs to John, but maybe this is like before a couple of those merged, which is why the
Well,
stats are flaking. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I've rerun this several times since all that dust settled, and but we'll see if it succeeds this
Yeah,
time. I need to dig into the failure if it doesn't. Um, yeah,
sure.
but either way, I don't
Um,
think this necessarily needs to hold up a patch release. So if we want to do it today, I would argue we just go ahead and do it now, or we can wait till like Monday.
yeah, I'm down to just do it now. I mean,
Yeah, I
uh,
think that's
I
good.
guess not. I don't want to call you out, but Alima, if you want to try doing a patch release, since you already did the main release, if you're down for that, it'll be a quick and easy thing. But if you're busy doing other things, you don't have to. You're down, all right, cool. Let me know if you need help. It's in the same like page with like um in the releasing docs. Yeah, it's a lot simpler than doing a minor release. Okay.
And
Looks
and
like
I'm
that's
pretty available this morning too, Alima. If you need to pair or whatever, just let us know.
yeah,
But thank you.
cool. Guess that's it for this. No, oh yeah, you're good. Um, let's see. That's all for open discussion. I guess does anyone else have like a quick thing or um I know Brian, you might have like an open PR or two. I don't know if I don't want to like be having that falling off our radar. So is there anything we need to look at right now?
No, I think you asked me if one was ready, and it is ready if we don't want to add a test for it. But if you want to test, then no, it's not ready. I think it's that first one.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, so the E2E test would be good. I think like if it's not too much work for you, we usually do prefer to have an E2E test for stuff like this, but I mean, if you've already tested it and you're confident in its ability, or you're like busy doing a lot of other stuff, then we can go ahead and merge it. It's up to you.
Okay, I was kind of leaving it up to you all because I have been busy doing other stuff. Not like that's it's just been sitting here. Like that's the only
Okay,
part was that test.
that's fine. Maybe can you create another issue to track the E2E test, and maybe if one of us has extra time, we can also work on that.
Sure.
Um, yeah, so I'll take another look at this PR again. Let me just like unassign myself and then assign myself again so it's just on my notifications. Um, cool. Uh, go ahead, Morgan.
Could be completely making this up. But Brian, were you also working on the I think it's like an Azure Go Rest thing?
Oh, removing the auto rest.
There it is.
Yeah. So I had that, but then someone else had a PR open about adding is it Azure Stack, and it I think still used auto rest.
Oh yeah. Um, Azure Stack support.
Yeah. So I kind of stopped on that like for this one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I was on kind of reviewing this one as well. Sorry if there was a kind of a conflicting thing there, but um yeah, I guess I'm just still waiting on them to also get back to this. So maybe I'll run a retest. Maybe they'll get on their notifications again. Um, yeah, cool. Thanks for the update on that. Yeah, let's see. Maybe let's take a quick look at the issue queue or PR queue just to see if there's anything we should be looking at. Looks like this one's whip. Okay, so this one is a continuation of James's PR that upgraded Calico. It did move off of MCR because for Calico images, because I think we're trying to do that. And that ran into rate limiting from Docker Hub. So I switched it to Quay, and things seem to be good now. So I don't know if we should be merging this, or I think Jack was kind of hesitant on using Quay, and um, we should maybe like have I think James suggested like having a uh flow like some kind of pipeline where we would reflect the Calico images to like either GitHub GHCR or like some other like self like R managed something that we manage so we don't potentially get rate limited. So I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that. Because I think Jack's number one priority is not messing up the DRA load tests um with this. So I think yeah, I did run the test a couple times and it seems to be good, but yeah, not sure if you guys have any opinions on that. Go ahead, Matt.
Have we been running into that error in CI lately? It was seemed like it was happening all the time a week or two ago, but
Which one?
Isn't this trying to fix the error where we were just getting like rate limited or something in CI? Some tests were failing because Calico never got
Yeah,
installed.
so that happened because of James's original PR.
We
Um,
reverted that, and then things.
so we reverted that, so the CI is fine now. Um, but like this
So
is
this is.
unreverting it and then using Quay instead of Docker
I see.
because like on our CI we use like MCR, which I guess we're not supposed to anymore.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess we need Jack's opinion on this.
Yeah, I have a similar opinion, which is I don't feel like K is necessarily, or how are you supposed to say it? That's an FAQ.
Yeah, I
Um,
have no idea.
yeah. Uh, I don't feel like they're more reliable than Docker Hub. I've seen rate limiting there, and also in the past, maybe not in a couple of years, but we've definitely seen full-on outages from them, unfortunately, from time to time.
Oh, I remember that. It was like
But
breaking everything.
yeah, which happens at Docker Hub too. But I don't know that it's necessary. We would consider it more reliable overall. Um, from our point of view, yeah, something like I guess we can't use MCR.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion. I guess I don't know what the best way to go is. It would be good to upgrade Calico. So this also upgrades the version of Calico as well as changing the source.
Yeah, so I think the original PR upgrades Calico to 3.29 and use Windows support. It uses the upstream Calico HPC support. I don't know what that is, but um yeah, James's that was his this is all James's work plus switched the image. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess
Sorry, I'm listening. I just found a tick. Yay.
oh ouch. You good?
Yeah, they're all over.
Yikes. Yeah, stay safe out there.
Um, okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we should consult Jack because he probably has more opinion than I do.
Okay, I just kind of forgot about this PR. So,
At least it's
maybe,
passing now.
yeah, it was. So the funny thing is, like, I was like trying to replace. Okay, I'm sidetracking a bit, but like, I wanted to like replace Docker Hub, um, with like, uh, with Clay, and then like, for example, I think I like I was missing like one indent, and that just didn't like actually go through, and then there was no like errors. I guess is that like a Helm thing or like a Helm chart proxy thing, like a cat page thing. But like it took me forever to figure out that I was just like missing an indent in like my Helm chart proxy
So,
template. So
animal could be finicky.
yeah. Anyways, could be a cat page improvement, but uh yeah. What was I doing? I was looking at PRs. Okay, it looks like they're still working on that. Okay, it looks like this is also waiting on author. Uh, how's this going, Matt?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Um, I haven't gotten back to it. There's a bunch of commits I have locally that I haven't pushed out here. But basically, I think once again, uh, I we're in danger of me not having enough time to spend on this. So if anybody is motivated, if anybody wants to pair with me on this, maybe we could look at it together because it's kind of confusing to me what the correct path forward is. There's a few options within. There's a few options that we have, and I've tried them both out, and neither of them is really straightforward. And
Yeah.
So
I'm
and
happy
and
to take
I'm
a look.
yeah, and I'm working it. Well, there's not enough in this PR. This actually doesn't even compile. This is just kind of like the skeleton. Like the first thing to do is to upgrade Go itself, the Go compiler to
Mhm.
124. That actually causes a ton of changes because some linters and the Go compiler itself are suddenly strict about some stuff. So that's all in there. And then I just updated the vendoring, but it doesn't. So anyway, there's a lot more work to do, and I've explored some of the paths forward locally. But maybe if somebody has time in the next couple of days, I don't want this to just sit here because it's not until August that Cappy is going to land. But given how things go, that might not be enough time. There's a lot to do
Yeah,
here.
I'm
Uh,
happy to take a look because I actually may have some extra cycles in Cappy or CAPZ related things. So,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, if
let
you
me
have
know.
time to let me know what you think, or I'd be happy to look at it with you. And then I would recommend anybody who looks at this look at the docs that Cappy has for migration because they're pretty complete. And also, that's where you'll run into some questions like, okay, which of these paths forward should CAPC take? Um, so I just recommend reading their migration docs. They're pretty informative.
Okay.
But yeah, I just want to call attention to this because it's not strictly speaking urgent because this doesn't drop for a while. On the other hand, we were getting even CAPI V110 merged was kind of a nightmare, and this is
Yeah, it's
definitely
good to
going to be
get
harder.
ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
Wait, is the saying ahead of the curve or ahead of the curb?
curve, I think.
Curve. Okay. I'll,
Not
my
sure what
brain
that
is all over the place today, and
not
I
sure what that means specifically. Now that you pointed out.
yeah, okay, cool. Is there another one? I guess Alpha 1 is out, but
There was an Alpha Zero. We just did Alpha One. Next Tuesday, there's going to be an Alpha Two. Usually, Cappy doesn't bother with alpha releases actually, but since they're changing the whole API, this one's going to sit for a little while longer.
yeah, cool, yeah. I'm happy to take a look. Let me
Cool.
just,
Let me know when you do. I'll try and rebase it. It's pretty trivial stuff.
yeah, just ping me today then, and I can look when I can.
Okay.
All right, see you, Morgan. Uh, got any updates on this one? Oh, you're muted.
No, I haven't had time to look at it, but it still seems important. So
Cool.
hopefully soon.
Also, yeah, let me know if this is a good use of our time. I just kind of want to make sure we're not leaving any PRs to hang. So, yeah, feel free to drop if you're not like, if this is not urgent for any of you guys. Um,
I read through this the other day. It seems close and ready to merge, but then there was some comments to follow up on. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's not implying a change.
oh, I don't know why I didn't get a notification for this. Okay, so it looks like this is ready for final review.
I could look at it again. I read through it the other day and then I held off saying LGTM because someone had just made a comment. So, but
Yeah,
looks like it. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that over there. Why am I not getting like notifications right now? Like, oops. All right, gotta review that one too. That's just a whip PR, and this one's related to. Oh wait, we looked at that. Like we're waiting on author there, and oh yeah, the go out rest. So yeah, we went over all that. Um, and I'll just quickly skim over any issues, see if there's anything crazy. I need to look into this. I think it was a Slack thread. Oh, I think I remember talking to this person on Slack, so sign myself there. Uh, I'm gonna assign myself to this issue as well. And then uh, I think that's pretty much it. I still need to look at some of these bugs here with machine pools. Yeah, lots of stuff going on, but yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Actually, that one about inconsistencies with machine pools during upgrade.
Yeah.
Uh, there's a PR open right now in Cappy that will, well, that aims to fix the same, that may fix this. It's hard to tell if it's the same cause, but basically
Uh,
that's so. So I'll link to that. It would be in the next big Cappy release, so it's a long haul fix, but it does address this exact same thing. So
okay, can you like
yeah,
link to
I'll
that for
go do
this
that.
issue?
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks. All right. I think that's all. Like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I think that's all for now. Does anyone have anything last minute they want to bring up? Otherwise, we will take back 30 minutes.
Um, I
Yeah.
did. Well, first of all, Brian, nice to meet you. We haven't met because I think you were in the meetings when I first started, but I just joined Microsoft in March. But I heard your name floating around, so good to see you here. Um, wait, my other question was that for patches, is it it feels subjective for when we want to do patches? Is it like we're just deciding based on the comparison that like, oh, we have enough commits that were cherry picked? And
Yeah,
then we
basically.
want to do a patch, but is there like an objective threshold?
No, it's just as needed, the way we do things.
Okay.
We also have like a Slack message sending out every week where it's like, we want patch
Yeah, I
releases?
saw that. Yeah.
So that's basically like if a user has like something they need like a certain fix in the patch, they would usually say something in response to that message, or say yeah, we have bug fixes. Then we would like release like technically we can release every week, but we just
Okay.
release like that would be the most like often cadence, but like we don't do that. We just like release as needed. So there isn't really like uh yeah, like a set schedule. It's just like if there's an important bug fixed, we will definitely merge ASAP. Otherwise, it's more like um as needed. So yeah.
Okay. Um, wait, I just want to reconfirm I followed this and it
Yes.
will be 19.4.
Um yeah, so there's a bunch that say skip for patch releases.
Okay.
So all you really need to do is open this like run
Yeah.
this like command, and then like for the to find out what the most recent what the release tag should be, I just go into like the release tab here. and then
Oh wait, so wait, it wouldn't be 1954.
it
What
would be
what is
119 and 120. So you would want 119.5 and 121.
okay, I see. Okay, so we want patches for both of the branches.
Correct.
Okay. I see.
Because now main is would be like 120, 1.21. And then we have like a branch for V120. Um, yeah, so
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay. Also, I'm just curious, when we did the release last time, we kind of did it all in one go. Um, I guess I'm just wondering, like, is it better to do all these things in one go? But like, what if you worked on something else like in the middle of it for like 30 minutes?
Oh, yeah, this is a very like asynchronous process. Like you don't have to do
Okay,
it.
it doesn't have to be like,
But
okay,
for minor releases, it's a bit like more hands-on. But even then, like we only did it in one go is so I could just walk you through it, but you don't have to like you can be doing something else like while doing this.
okay, sounds good. Okay, thanks. I'll probably after this meeting, I'll just start pairing, or I'll just do it in the pairing channel. But if I run into help, I'll just ping you guys. But I think like us going through the release, I should together, like I should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you should be um just follow this and then
Yeah.
this and then that's pretty much it. Yeah. You don't have to do
Mhm.
anything after this. You can just do steps like
Wait, am I a
three.
maintainer? Let me see.
Um,
Because last time didn't we have problems?
yeah, so you won't be able to do the maintainer steps, but um
Okay.
yeah, just let me know like I just
I'll
have to click the release button for you and then
okay.
uh
I'll put it in the channel. Yeah, what's the process like for me to become like to move up to be a maintainer
uh
eventually?
it took me about like a year. I'm not sure like the
Okay.
exact like um requirements, but you I think when I was ready, like Jack or Matt created a PR just to move me. So uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
go
Sounds
ahead, Matt.
good. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, Matt.
I was just going to say there are some somewhat specific requirements in terms of been in the Kubernetes org for this long and contributed like X number of PRs and stuff. I can go find it, but probably you're getting close to that, as well as
Okay.
Brian Cox. If Brian still wants to, I'm sure we finally gotten there.
I think I'm far from it actually, but
Oh yeah.
we'll see. I was just wondering because I feel like I've run into issues where like I couldn't do stuff um multiple times, but it I think we can wait on that.
Yeah, I'll go find the doc with the specific requirements because
Okay, thanks.
if it were up to us, we'd be more loosey-goosey, but Kubernetes org actually defines some baseline thing.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, if there's nothing else, I'll thank you all for coming and have a good rest of your Thursday.
Thank you
Thanks,
all.
William.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya.